in Paris assembled. The Allied powers, having declared that Emperor Napoleon is the sole obstacle to the re-establishment of peace in Europe, the Emperor, faithful to his oath, declares that he renounces for himself and heirs the throne of France and Italy, and that there is no sacrifice, not even that of life, which he is not ready to make for the interests of France. Signed, Napoleon. Allez,
Soldiers of my old guard, I take leave of you forever. For 20 years I've seen you always upon the path of honor and glory. During the last few weeks, while my fate hung in the balance, you have been models of bravery and fidelity, just as in the years of good fortune. Should I remain in France, it would mean civil war. That is why I sacrifice all other interests to those of the country. I'm going away into exile. You, friends, must continue to serve France. Her happiness has been my only thought. My good wishes go with you. Do not mourn my fate. I would gladly press you all to my heart. At least, let me embrace your color. Why, Armand, our little lieutenant crying?
No, sire.
You who always laughed and sang about our campfires, where is your gaiety?
It will return, sire, when you come back from Elba.
Vive
Prisoner, have you any last request?
Vive l'Empereur!
Platoon, ready. Aim. Fire. So die all traitors to His Majesty, Louis XVIII. Next.
Armand de Treville.
Armand de Treville. Armand de Treville.
The king, he stomps around in fancy clothes. Funny voice, funny talk, funny shape, funny walk. That's the way he goes. The king, he has a pimple on his nose. Funny mouth, funny chin, funny face, funny grin. He's so adipose.
Bonjour, Louis, poor old man. Come back again, little Portugal.
The king has hair just like a street doormat. What a shape like a sack, what a front, what a back. Both his feet are flat. The king has children. What do you think of that? What a brute, what a lot. Some are his, some are not. Like an alley cat.
Bonjour, Louis, poor old man. Come back again, little Portugal. Bonjour, Louis, poor old man. Come back again, little Portugal.
Armand de Treville.
Just a moment, please. Boys, are you going to let me march to glory without music? Well, come on. That's fine. Au revoir. Vive l'Empereur. Sir. March.
Armand de Treville, convicted of conspiracy for the return of the exiled Corsican usurper Napoleon Bonaparte, condemned to death under the hand and seal of His Majesty, Louis XVIII, King of France. Prisoner, have you any last requests?
Oui, monsieur. I should like the privilege of giving the orders for my execution.
What? Absolutely absurd. No.
I rather like the fellow's courage.
Courage? Nonsense. Braggadocio. Bonapartist scum. All alike. The command fire would stick in his throat.
And I don't think so. I've got a Louis says he'll go through with it.
A Louis. Done. It's a wager.
Your wish is granted.
My thanks, gentlemen.
Platoon, attention!
Beautiful.
Present arms! Order, arms!
It's almost a pleasure to be shot by such a fine body of men.
Shoulder, arms! Harry, arms! Order, arms! Shoulder, arms! Order, arms! And out, face!
Watch him in. Heavy man to the wall. Hold it in the
Quiet. Not a word. Oh! Hill.
Around the house. Order upon me. I'll take out every dog, taking children alive.
You vixen. We'll see you do that again. Stop squirming. Stop it, I say.
Break down every door that's left.
Ouch! You would bite, would you? I hope I didn't hurt you. Believe me, I'm not embracing you so ardently out of choice. It's your own fault. Promise to be still when I let you go. Listen. I don't mean you any harm. All I ask is that you'll be silent. But promise, will you?
Yes.
That's a sensible girl.
But what is it? Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am.
But what are you doing here?
Shh, not so loud. Your window was open. It was my only chance of escape.
But you must go. You have no right here.
Right? A drowning man clutches at a straw even if the straw isn't his. Not that I'm comparing Madame to a straw.
Are you a desperate character?
I certainly am desperate, Madame. Or is it, Mademoiselle?
Mademoiselle.
Mademoiselle.
The door will open. Smash that lock. All together now.
They are turning the house upside down. There's no way out there.
But you can't stay here.
I'm afraid, Mademoiselle, that between your reputation and my neck, I must choose my neck. I suggest that when the fighting begins, you stay in that corner.
Fighting? Here? Quick, in there.
He must be on this floor. Careful now.
What's the matter? What are you waiting for?
I've just realized that you are the most beautiful girl I have ever seen.
No, you search the attic. I'm going in here.
What is it?
Open. In the king's name.
All right. Yes? What is it?
Open. Pardon, mademoiselle. We're looking for an escaped prisoner. A Bonapartist.
Bonapartist?
Yes, one of the leaders. Was this window open? Were you asleep?
Bonapartist.
What is it? Come, come. You're hiding someone.
Yes. He's in there.
Why didn't you tell me?
I'd help anyone in trouble.
Well?
I didn't know who he was. If he were a thief or murderer, I would protect him. But a Bonapartist? Never.
Is he armed?
No.
Armand de Treville, surrender! Stay where you are!
You haven't killed him.
What did mademoiselle expect? It was either his life or mine.
Oh. What have I done? What have I done?
Don't wish speech on a Bonapartist, mademoiselle. I'll send men up for the traitor's body. Permit me to say, mademoiselle, in spite of what you've done, you are still the most beautiful girl I ever saw. Escape through that window. Follow me.
Oh. Oh, my.
Half of you to the right. Half of you to the left. The rest, follow me.
I thought mademoiselle said he was unarmed.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Your pistol, quickly. Do you know the man you're hunting?
No, sir.
Me! Oh, mon Dieu!
Why don't you say, why don't you do what your heart must have told you? Why waste your time? Why waste my loving arms?
Gaston?
A letter for Madame la Comtesse. The person is waiting in the hall for an answer, Madame.
You may show the man in.
He is in, Madame. Shall I have him ejected, Madame?
No, no. I'll speak with him. You may go, Gaston.
Yes, Madame.
Arnold. What are you doing here in the south of France?
Please, just a moment.
Where did you come from?
From Grenoble, last night.
What's the matter?
Nothing at all. I give you my word. You are more charming than ever, my dear Louise.
Arnold, I insist. What have you been doing?
Well, you know my feelings toward the Emperor.
Only too well.
Some of us had worked a little plan to bring him back from Elba. And you know how touchy His Majesty is on the subject of Napoleon.
Arnold, this is terrible. An escaped prisoner under sentence of death. Why, they'll search the kingdom for you.
I'm afraid I shall be more or less in demand. That's why a little sojourn in the country might be good for my health.
Do you realize your danger? Arnold, why do you cling to a lost cause? Napoleon is gone forever.
Napoleon will come back.
Impossible.
Perhaps sooner than you think. But I forget you're a royalist. Do you want me to go, Louise?
I'm your friend first. A royalist after. Of course you mustn't go.
You are wonderful, Louise. I've always loved you. I couldn't love you more even if you were my own sister.
So, you think of me as a sister, do you?
Now, Louise, confess. You are also fond of me. Aren't you? Aren't you?
Yes, Armand. I am very fond of you. But the important thing is, how shall I keep you safe here?
Well, give me a footman's uniform. I couldn't possibly be safer than as a servant of a famous royalist.
It's true, Armand. No one would ever suspect a servant in my house.
Cousin Louise.
Leonie, my child.
Oh, my
Darling,
you haven't changed a bit. Oh, it's wonderful to be with you again.
Wonderful to have you here again.
You know, all the time I was traveling, I was thinking, I'm home, in my own country at last. Why, when I heard some peasants swearing in my own language, it seemed like music to me.
Then the journey wasn't dull, as it usually is?
Dull. The most exciting thing happened.
What?
At the inn at Grenoble, you know, where I slept last night. Well, about midnight, I was awakened by the...
Charles? Haven't you seen gentlefolk before? Take Mademoiselle de Beaufort's luggage to her room. Take her luggage to her room.
I suppose he was young and handsome. The heroes of such adventures always are young and handsome.
I never saw his face. It was so dark.
I don't see how you had the heart to betray him.
Why not? If I had the chance, I'd do it again.
You know that I am a royalist, my dear. But really, this frightful bitterness of yours against the very name of Napoleon...
A bitterness. Do you know what they call that Corsican beast? The son of the revolution. The revolution which guillotined my father. Who confiscated our estates? Napoleon. Who ordered the execution of our cousin, Napoleon? Who made my mother die hungry in exile? Napoleon. And here I am, made dependent on your charity for a home.
Not on my charity, on my love, dear. Remember, you're the only one of my blood in the world. I have no one but you.
Believe me, mademoiselle, if I can do anything to make you happy here.
Charles?
I'm sorry, madame, I forgot myself.
You will not forget yourself again, Charles. Or I shall be forced to dispense with you without a reference.
I only meant, madame, overhearing as I did, that I would be happy to make mademoiselle as comfortable here as possible.
It is not your place.
Oh, the man meant no harm, cousin. Thank you for your consideration.
That will do. You may go. You mustn't mind Charles, my dear. Here in the country, the servants are more like members of the family.
Oh, I see.
I beg mademoiselle to accept my apology for forgetting myself.
You see?
And I beg mademoiselle to believe I shall not forget myself again. But if mademoiselle should ever want me, let me call mademoiselle's attention to the bell cord.
Amazing servant, isn't he?
Thank you. No, thank you. You're learning rapidly, my dear fellow. You're a born servant.
Thank you, sir.
Confound it. I won't stand on ceremony with a good fellow like yourself. Sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Good bouquet, this wine. The Countess doesn't drink it. I order it for myself. Frankly, now you've been here for a few days, I can tell you, I didn't think you were going to do it all at first. You lack polish and the ways of a gentleman.
But I have learned a lot from you about that.
Ah, that's very good of you to say so. To tell the truth, you've quite won my heart. And by the by, you've won someone else's heart.
Whom do you mean?
Oh, come now. No acting. Just between two gentlemen, you know very well I mean the Countess's maid.
Oh. I've scarcely noticed her.
Oh, the girl's taken with you. She'd be an admirable match.
But I'm not thinking about marriage as yet.
No man ever thinks about marriage. It just happens. In my own case, for instance, I was married for several years before I realized what had happened. Of course, it was too late to do anything about it then.
What happened to your wife?
She left me.
Without giving the usual month's notice?
Now, don't let my experience deter you. My wife was a very peculiar woman. Now, the maid, she has an excellent position and comes of a very good family. My father was a valet to a duke.
Oh. I could scarcely aspire so high.
Ah, tut, my boy. Don't be too modest. Am I modest?
Not morbidly so.
Certainly not. Or I wouldn't be where I am today. You know, you have a way with the ladies. I think it's your voice.
You think so?
Yeah. You know that little song you sang last night? How did it go?
You mean... Tam pam param pam 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 pam.
That's it. Go on.
When Madame Pompadour wears a pom pom, it flutters on her bonnet to and from. My heart is beating like a native, dum, 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 when Madame Pompadour wears a pom-pom. I like the style and the pom-pom-pom of Madame Pompadour. I like the smile and the pom-pom-pom of Madame Pompadour. Some like her sweetness, some her petiteness, some like her dresses, some her caresses, some like her shy glance. Vive la France! But as I said before, what I like best is the pom-pom-pom of Madame Pompadour. I like the style and the pom-pom-pom of Madame Pompadour. I like the style and the pom-pom-pom of Madame Pompadour. Some like her sweetness, petiteness, some like her dresses, and her caresses, some like her shy glance. Vive la France! But as I said before, what I like best is that. You have a magnificent voice, sir.
Thank you. It has been complimented by those who should know.
Thank you. À votre santé, monsieur.
Allez-vous?
Knives to grind, scissors to grind.
Confound it! How dare he come at this time of night? I'll put the dogs on him.
Oh, don't trouble yourself, sir. I'll send him packing.
Oh, thank you. Pom, 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 pom,
Knives to grind, scissors to grind.
Elba,
but not forever.
comrade, what news?
The Emperor will step foot on French soil within a fortnight.
Dieu merci.
Hold yourself and your men in readiness. The summons will come to you by word of mouth.
I knew he would come back. Where will he land? At Cannes?
So he planned.
And then in Paris.
Pretty, you are a pretty plaything, such a dainty gay thing, light as air. Pity, you won't try to hear me, as I hold you near me in my care. Why can't we pretend you are my dearest friend? Won't you condescend and please convey? How can you be so charming, charming, lovely to see, but no use to me? I'm just a slave to you. How can you be so charming, charming? Tell me what I can do.
Always cheerful every morning. Always singing every morning. He's a most peculiar fellow.
Peculiar? He's got a way with him. Even the ladies have noticed that.
How can you be so charming when you are breaking my heart in two? How can you be so charming, charming, lovely to see, but no use to me? I'm just a slave to you. How can you be so charming, charming? Tell me what I can do. You haunt me, but you seem to taunt me. What's the use of being in love with you? How can you be so charming when you are breaking my heart in
Sunday shoes and Monday shoes and riding shoes and driving shoes in red and green. Walking shoes and shopping shoes and fencing shoes and dancing shoes for me to clean. How can you be so charming when you are breaking my heart in two?
Come in.
Good morning, dear.
Good morning.
What do you think I have here?
Well, I should guess it was a letter.
Yes, but such a letter. It's from Lucien de Grignon.
From Lucien? Why, I haven't seen him since I left Brussels.
Just listen to this, my dear. He says he's down here in Provence on the king's business. Here it is. I trust you will not think me presumptuous in proposing for the hand of your cousin. I crave permission to call this evening to pay my addresses. My messenger awaits a reply.
Now, what shall I do?
Well, he's very attractive.
Yes, but he knows it.
And his title is an old one.
Yes, but he knows that, too.
And you have no dowry.
Now I wonder if he knows that.
And he has plenty of money.
I know he has plenty of conceit.
Oh, you're a little unfair, coming as he does from such a fine family.
That's most important, isn't it? I don't suppose any woman of our family ever gave a thought to a man who wasn't her equal.
I don't think so.
I suppose not.
You don't seem very enthusiastic about this match.
That's the trouble with Lucien. He never made me enthusiastic.
You don't love Lucien. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
But I always thought love would take you by surprise, make your head swim, your heart stop beating.
Lover, what kind of a lover could make you discover all that joy could be? Someday, you'll have to know someday. Or have you a secret to confide in me? When the right one comes along, you'll be glad to greet him.
How shall I know? What will he be?
When you're in love, then you will see. Rich man or poor, my real ideal would be always right to me. If he cared, nothing else would matter. If he cared, he need not be grand. I'd adore him forever if he just understand. My life through, I would keep him near me. Someday, too, baby arms might cheer me. If he cared, that would be my heaven. But I know that heaven was never meant for It's Charles. Oh, is it? He has a nice voice, hasn't he?
Oh, has he? I haven't noticed.
Well, the Creon's messenger is waiting. I'll send word that he may come.
It's Charles with your boots, mademoiselle.
Put them down in front of the door. Charles, I said in front of the door.
Ah, oui, mademoiselle. In front of the door. I trust mademoiselle had a good rest.
Thank you.
I trust my singing didn't disturb mademoiselle.
I didn't even hear it. Please, finish your work and go.
Oui, mademoiselle. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, huit. 8, 0, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great heavens! Oh, mademoiselle, I'm so sorry. How could it have happened? I shall never forgive myself.
What is it?
Here.
Where?
There. Is it possible mademoiselle doesn't see it? Why, the boot is practically ruined. It doesn't look so bad after all. In fact, I can hardly see it. Why, there is nothing there at all.
Unless you leave this room at once, I shall report you to Madame la Comtesse.
Oh, mademoiselle wouldn't do that. My life hangs on my position here.
Well, of course I wouldn't go as far as I said. But let me he give you some sound advice, young man?
Oui, mademoiselle.
I'm afraid, Charles, that you've been very badly trained.
Ah, oui, mademoiselle.
There's something in your manner. It's almost...
Oui, mademoiselle.
It's a sort of a kind of...
Oui, mademoiselle.
It's as if... Well... In fact, it seems to me...
Oui, mademoiselle.
That will do, Charles.
Oui, mademoiselle. I thank mademoiselle and assure her that I shall follow her advice to the letter.
Who is it?
Your breakfast, mademoiselle.
Come in, Suzanne. Charles, where is Suzanne?
I regret, mademoiselle, but Suzanne was suddenly indisposed.
That will do. You needn't wait to serve.
Oh, a letter, mademoiselle.
Thank you. That will do.
Oui, mademoiselle. Is there anything else, mademoiselle?
No. You may go.
I go, mademoiselle.
Oh. Oh.
What is it?
A letter.
Another from Lucien?
No. Armand de Treville.
What? The reckless fool.
The insolent fool. You can't imagine. Not only a letter, but a love letter. Read it. See what he says about watching me ride every morning. Why, he must be hiding in this very neighborhood.
Every tone of your voice will echo in my memory forever. Now, that's rather nice of him.
Nice. Nice from him? From a Bonapartist? It's insulting.
Your beauty and your charm stamp themselves upon my mind even in that hour of danger.
Oh, to think that he saw me as he did, in my negligee.
Yes, I see. He comments on it here. He says that next time he visits your boudoir, he hopes it will be not through a window, but through a church.
The scoundrel!
I live in the thought that I may soon kiss your hands in fact, as I do now in fancy, devotedly, Armand de Treville. Why, he's practically offering you marriage. He loves you.
Yes, a criminal, a traitor, offers to marry me. I am honored.
You mustn't judge so rashly, Leonie. Perhaps some woman would give her very life to be loved by him.
Have you a pistol?
Why?
To use if he ever comes near me. To use if he ever comes near me.
Nice horses you've got here.
What do you know about horses?
Oh, I know this is the head, and that isn't. Mademoiselle, you are waiting for, huh?
Any business of yours?
Not at all. Nice job, groom. Sometimes I wish I'd been a groom instead of a footman. But of course, it takes intellect to be a groom.
Exactly.
Does Mademoiselle ride far?
Fond of scenery. We'll ride miles to look at the lake.
And in this part of the country, too.
Hmm?
Just now. You must be practically fearless.
Well, what do you mean?
You go armed, of course.
Armed? What for?
Don't you know? Haven't you heard of Armand de Treville?
The escaped Bonapartist?
A very dangerous fellow, hiding in these hills. Kill a royalist on sight.
Mais non.
Mais oui. Bloodthirsty fellow, they say.
Mais non.
Mais oui.
What does this mean?
What does what mean, mademoiselle?
Where is the groom?
I regret to say, mademoiselle, but the groom was suddenly indisposed. Beautiful. Beautiful.
are smiling in the sky. When the moon is high, a voice you'll hear comes stealing through the shades, singing the shepherd's serenade. Do you hear me calling you? Your heart will tell you I am true. I'll be loving you till life is till the stars no longer fill the sky, till the sun shall die, until the sea no longer meet the shore. My love shall live I love you.
No, no.
Leonie, listen to me.
No, there's nothing you can say. I must have been mad.
Leonie, you love me, don't deny it.
No, no, be silent. I won't listen to you.
You
Let
do.
me go. Let
you
me go.
do. I saw it in your eyes when I kissed you.
Charles.
But there is something I must tell you.
Charles.
I'm sorry. I forgot myself.
We are leaving at once.
She loves me.
Oh, how marvelous.
Oh, a mere trifle. Given to my great-great-grandmother by Louis XIV.
Oh, Lucian, any woman would engage herself to you just to wear it.
I trust I am not without other attractions.
Oh, no. Believe me, I quite appreciate the honor you do our family in proposing marriage with my cousin.
Thank you. I may say without vanity that we, de Grignons, represent the finest flower of French aristocracy, of which I am, I hope, nothing unworthy, but...
Of course. You appreciate. that my family and Leonie's are fully the equal of your own.
Of course, my dear Countess. Otherwise, I should not have proposed the match. I may count upon your influence with Leonie.
I think Leonie's heart should be her guide.
Well, I have never yet failed in the courts of Venus. But tell me, how did she accept my proposal? Did she tremble and turn pale?
Well, no. I really can't say she did.
No? What magnificent self-control. Even to you, she wouldn't show her maidenly trepidation.
Yes, she concealed her maidenly trepidation admirably.
Dear me, it's getting late.
Oh, here she comes now. Shall we meet them on the terrace?
An excellent idea. Come. Just a moment, please. Let me go first. I can hardly wait to see her innocent pleasure at my arrival. Leonie! Aha, Leonie! Aha! Why,
What? Something must have happened. I'll see.
Oh, just one moment, my man. What happened to disturb Mademoiselle?
I beg your pardon, monsieur.
Of course, it may have been my appearance.
It seems likely, monsieur.
What happened on the ride?
Well, Mademoiselle went as far as she wished.
Well.
And not wishing to go any further, we came back.
We?
Mademoiselle, the horses, and I.
Oh. And who are you? The groom?
Sometimes the groom, sometimes the footman. I should say, monsieur, a little of both.
Oh, I see. Well, my compliments to the Countess, and say I shall return at a more opportune moment.
Oui, monsieur. And I am sure the ladies will be desolated that monsieur is unable to wait.
Height, 5 feet 10. Weight, 164 pounds. Hair, black. Eyes, dark brown. Here it is. Speaks with a decided Gascon accent. I thought so. He's our man, no doubt about it. If I had been positive, I would have taken him single-handed.
Yes, Commissioner.
Take 20 men and proceed to the chateau immediately.
Yes, Commissioner.
Wait! This time there shall be no mistake. I will take command.
Yes, Commissioner.
Orderly! My blade!
Sergeant, let's go. 20 men in the saddle. Quickly!
Francois. Great news. Napoleon's landed in France.
At last.
Martin brought the news over the Alps. I've spread it throughout the valley.
Splendid.
The Emperor's counting on every man. It may mean a handful against the whole of France.
Ah, then it will be a good fight.
Can you get in touch with your troops quickly?
We are only waiting for the word.
Good. Then at Grenoble with your men as soon as possible. Au revoir.
Au revoir, comrade.
Charles, what on
doing?
Louise, I was looking for you.
Is anything wrong? What's happened?
Louise, great news. The Emperor is in France.
Impossible.
It's true. I'm leaving at once.
Leaving? Where are you going?
To join the Emperor.
To join the Emperor? Armand, you may be killed.
Oh, don't worry, Louise. I leave to introduce you to Napoleon in Paris.
But Armand, stay a moment.
I must say goodbye to Leonie. 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 I know you are there. Would you open the door just for one moment? I've got to speak to you. There is something I must tell you. Something you don't understand. You can't refuse to see me. Leonie, I'm going away. If I could stay, I wouldn't hurry you. I would wait till your anger had burned itself out. But I must go. Tonight, now. Let me see you to say goodbye. Leonie, The things I want to say to you, I can say through a closed door. I beg you, just a moment, face to face. All right. Are you listening? Well, I'm going to tell you whether you are listening or not. I love you. I've loved you since the first moment that I saw you. I love you till the last moment that I live. Don't you love me, Leonie? If you love me the least bit, open the door. Then there's nothing more to say. I'm going now. My dear. Goodbye. You heard?
Yes.
Not what you would call a brilliant success, was it?
Not exactly. Armand, what happened on the ride?
Ask Leonie. Let her tell you.
You love her very much, don't you?
With all my heart and soul. Ah, Louise, if only she were a little more like you.
And if only I were a little more like her. But don't despair, Armand.
I must be off now.
Goodbye, Armand.
Goodbye. Till we meet again in Paris.
Till we meet again.
Remember what I told you this afternoon?
Well, I was wrong.
Nothing else would matter if he cared. He would take my hand. I'd adore him forever. If he'd just understand, in his arms never I'd be lonely. With his heart a beating for me only. If he cared, that would be my heaven. But I know that heaven was never meant for me.
Where the stars are smiling in the sky, where the moon is high, the voice you'll hear come stealing through the shades.
matter what you are, or who, I love you.
Leonie, there is something I must tell you. Quick, inside. Is the door locked?
Yes. What is it? What's the matter?
Soldiers.
What are they here for? Leonie? Yes, Cousin Louise.
Charles isn't with you, is he?
What is it, Louise? What's the matter?
Pardon, Leonie. We're looking for an escaped prisoner. You'll excuse me. It's Charles, the footman. We've discovered he's really Armand de Treville. He was last seen climbing up this balcony. Hardly likely, though, he would have dared to enter your room with the light burning.
Lucian, you see, I was right. He isn't here. There are a dozen windows he might have entered. Come, we mustn't waste time.
Yes, you're right, Countess. Pardon the intrusion, Leonie.
Search every room on this floor. Guard that stairway.
That's what I was about to tell you.
Armand de Treville. Bon.
Armand de Treville, the man who loves you.
Don't touch me.
What have kings and emperors to do with our love? You can't deny you love me.
I'm giving you a chance to escape. Will you force me to call them back?
You couldn't. A moment ago, I held you in my arms.
A moment ago, you were the man I loved. Not a traitor, a trickster, a cheat.
Leonie.
There's no one here. You must have been mistaken. Now, monsieur, will you go? Or must I open the door?
It will not be necessary. To save you any slight regret from having my blood on your hands, I will relieve you of my presence.
He's in here. Come on. Harry, after him. Come on, men. Bring
Any exit from that room?
No.
Cuffed like a rat in a trap. Practically a dead man this minute. I should like to have finished him myself.
At your service, monsieur.
Surrender!
Sorry to disappoint you, monsieur.
This way, men.
You won, monsieur.
Have I? If I won, it's been an empty victory.
He's in there. Take down the door.
I won nothing but my life. And you, ladies.
To the balcony, men. After him. Don't let him escape. Hurry. Hurry, men, to the balcony. After him. Here he comes. After him.
He's escaped. Thank heaven he's escaped. hate it. I hate him.
the matter with him?
It must be another lady, I suppose.
Sheriff, come on. Well, lady, Steve. Which one?
Oh, it's you, Louise. What are you doing here?
Oh, thank heaven I found you. I've traveled fast. There was no time for delay. Leonie has left the chateau for Paris under de Grignon's protection.
De Grignon?
Yes. She even talks of marrying him.
Impossible.
Nothing is impossible to a girl whose pride has been hurt.
Pride.
Yes, pride. We must be a little mature before we learn to sink our pride in our love.
Love. She never loved me.
Armand. Armand. Her flight proves that she loved you.
A strange way of proving it.
There are many strange ways of proving one's love. Can you get leave of absence? Armand. You love her, don't you? And she loves you. Go after her. Take her. Don't let her ruin her life.
You give me new hope, Louise. I will. Oh. If I ever find happiness, it will be due to you. Au revoir.
Happiness.
Very good, landlord, very good. A sound vintage, landlord. Very fruity. To the fairest woman in all France. My bride of tomorrow.
Monsieur has as good a taste in wine as he has in women.
Ah, it's empty.
Oh, we must get another.
What was that?
Bells.
It sounds like cowbells. Have you a cow?
No, but I've a bottle in the cupboard.
Leonie. Darling.
Where did you come from?
It doesn't matter where I came from. I'm here.
You dare come into my room?
Leonie, darling. You can't marry de Grignon. You don't love him.
Go. Go at once or I'll scream for help.
You've screamed your last scream.
I'll save you whether you like it or not. Remember, you brought it on yourself.
As I was telling you...
I beg your pardon. I was telling you.
Huh?
I distinctly remember hearing my voice.
Oh, I thought it was my voice. But then I may have been mistaken.
I was saying that once married, I shall leave my bride in a place of safety and then return to crush this Corsican invader like a worm. Like a worm.
Like a worm. Down with Napoleon.
Then, returning victorious, I shall lay my laurels at her beautiful feet and make her the proudest woman in all France.
A very lucky woman.
She is that, landlord. If I do say it myself, a very lucky woman.
Very lucky.
We, the Grignons, represent the finest flower of French aristocracy.
This way.
All right. Well,
when I had this garden, the beautiful flowers all over.
Never mind the flowers. Good night. Good night. I thought you said you didn't have a cow.
Those are for goats.
Oh.
Guerrilla.